Hello. Oh no. One more second. Hello. Hello. My camera wasn't quite working for a bit. Oh no. Oh no. Hello everyone. 待って。Let me put on a BGM. Reading dimension. Hello. Hello. Good morning. Good afternoon. Good evening. I forgot to turn on the lights. Good day. Hello, everybody. How is everybody? Good morning. Oh, my voice. What's it called? My. あれなんだっけ Phlegm. Good morning, good afternoon, good night. I mean, good evening. Hello, everyone. ASMR to sleep with? Wow. What ASMR? Oh my gosh, guys, I have like an app that records sleep talking and stuff. And last night apparently I was singing, but like I've never heard the song before, so I think it's just like a song that an unknown song or a song that hasn't been made before. So who knows? Maybe I'm writing songs in my sleep or something. Today, mate. Perhaps I'm writing songs in my sleep. New original song written by Sleeping Maririn. It was like lurky in Chinese. Like I was trying to listen to it and I was like, this doesn't sound like Mandarin, but it kind of sounds like Shanghainese. So I was like, what the heck? Yeah. That was very, very interesting. Unknown future original. I don't think so, just because it's so short. Who knows? Who knows, you know? But yeah, so I did a lot of talking last night in my sleep, and I have no idea why. Usually I sleep talk the most either when I'm stressed or when there's like a lot of when I'm super tired, like, you know, too sleepy and stuff, like haven't had proper sleep or anything. But that shouldn't be the case, because the day before yesterday I literally slept for 15 hours because I was so tired. You know what I mean? So yeah. I wonder why. Now, no sleep talking stream. Half of my sleep talking is just gibberish. I talk 15 hours. I know. I mean, it wasn't like 15 hours straight or anything. It was like 15 hours over the course of 16 hours because I woke up a couple of times in between. But like I just like I wake up and I'm like, I'm still tired, and then I go back to sleep. And I'm like, I wake up and I'm like, no, I'm still tired, and then go back to sleep. You know? That's what it's like. No. The time, okay, so the time I was actually asleep, because I woke up for like a little bit in between. The time I was actually asleep was just 15 hours. Like, it took me like about an hour to fall asleep as well in the first place. So yeah. But the time I spent in bed was 16 hours. It's just it took me an hour to fall asleep, and then I woke up in between like multiple times, which is normal. I don't think I've ever had a night where I just don't wake up. I mean, I have, but it's like very, very rare. You know? Yeah, usually I wake up like every hour or two when I'm sleeping. Usually that happens, and I know it's so hard to stay asleep. Like, I always think this, right? But if sleep is gonna be that like important for humans to like live properly, why did it have to be so hard? Like, why does it have to be so difficult to fall asleep if it's so needed in order to survive? You know? Real. Yeah, pretty much. I don't know. I mean, I have like a lot of like really intricate dreams that I actually write down and I've talked about. Like I've had dreams that's literal sizes of movies. Like okay, look, I have this one written down so I can, if I go to it, I can read it out. Okay, hold up. Where's my the most interesting one? Wait, which one was the longest one? Dun, 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 dun. I do have a dream journal. Which one? Alright, this one. So, the dream was based off Little Mermaid story based, and the other ending of the time where the evil sea witch is actually the winner. I was friends with the Little Mermaid, and she was telling me about her evil aunt that we needed to run away from, and stories of all the people who got turned into like the little sea creatures that became unable to climb out of the captivity area, the area where they were all kept. And then I connected the dots that it was due to like being holding on to the necklace that she gives out, and how strong the magic of the necklace is and everything. So the Little Mermaid was running away at one point, and I was trying to help her, and then it was like in some sort of warehouse looking like thing, and I get caught, and I yell out to the Little Mermaid. I was like, "Hide, it's okay, I'll figure out something. Don't worry, just run." And so then I get taken to the place where the evil sea witch casts a spell, and then like she's like laughing, and then hands me the necklace, and I pretend to hold on the necklace while it's like, and I leave it on the floor. She casts a spell, and then I gain mermaid fins, which is actually what the spell originally is meant to do when it's cast on humans, if they weren't touching the necklace, because the actual necklace is what strengthens the spell. So then whenever I touch water, my legs will become mermaid legs. And then they said the full transmission could take a day or two, so throw her into the dungeon. So then they throw me in the dungeon. I was like, okay, now is my time to escape. And then so I escape, and I start running through the warehouse again. But this time I find the Little Mermaid's powers. So her voice, it's just in this warehouse randomly, right? And then I find her powers that had been stolen from her previously by the evil sea witch, and I get it, and I use that power, and I get away from the warehouse this time, because despite there being even more guards chasing me, it was all thanks to the Little Mermaid's powers. And then I met up with the Little Mermaid again. Then I woke up. That's one of my dreams that I've had. And then there was the other one. Okay, so I got kidnapped into a magical facility where they shape young people who have potential. But this time, I was isekai'd into this situation a second time. It's not really an isekai situation. It's more like I got taken back in time to like from in the same situation that I was in. But despite it being my second time in the facility, pretty much, I had lost all of my memory due to some sort of trauma or something going through training. And then going through trainings to not displease the head of the facility, since if like you do anything wrong, you get harsh punishments and stuff. And then I got to the final training when suddenly all of my memory came back, and I remembered that there was a little bat that I saw, which was actually my familiar. And then what's it called? That bat was actually the reason why I ended up going back in time and doing it again, like doing the whole thing over again. But the previous time, the familiar had to given up its own heart in order to hang out with me and everything. So once I regained my memories, I met up with the familiar, and then I tried to steal the magic sword that was said to be like the source of the leader's powers or whatever, right? And it was in the library, but you had to move a very specific book to get into the room. And in this room, there was like a bunch of people just doing office work inside of it. And so I was like looking around, but the thing is, in the dream, like there was a book that was kind of glowing. So that I went over and I was like, I opened the book. But a professor who controlled really strong water magic was told about my intentions by a little shadow being, which is like kind of like the leader's spokesperson, or like the familiar of the leader or something. And then they start making waves of magic to be prepared to stop me. And it was like they were making water magic inside. They were making water magic inside of like the little office area and everything. And then so they did all that. And then I was like, okay, that's fine. And then there was some details in between that I couldn't remember. But there was a giant who was in the same waves of trainees that I was in or whatever. They used to be human, but they turned into a giant after training. They had anger issues and was about to destroy the entire area I was in to stop me from ruining the leader's plan or whatever. By the way, all the children in the facility who end up completing the training gets brainwashed and whatever, and they get a set of powers in order to work for the leader and everything. So the giant has anger tendencies, but is very good at fighting. And then what's it called? One of the giant the professor giants used a tiny bush to like just smack the face of the other giant, and it was in like a very comical way. And be like, calm down! If you destroy the entire room, all of the other workers would get hurt too! And then I woke up. And then I woke up, guys. Welcome in! Sorry, I was talking about my crazy dreams. You should have more detailed dreams. If you like keep a dream journal, you'll be able to remember your dreams a bit better. And then she woke up. I have vivid dreams quite a lot. I tend to have like vivid dreams quite often. And I just wake up and like, what's it called? And I'm like, bruh, I feel so tired because I don't feel like I rested. Since like, you know, in the dream, I was like, going ham and everything, like doing like all sorts of... Sometimes I'm working in my dreams. Sometimes I'm sleeping, but I'm working. So it's like, bruh, when am I getting rest? I do want to get a magical isekai. If you want to remember your dreams more, you can, if you keep a dream journal or like a dream diary where you write down every single dream that you have, like the second you wake up. You have to do it the second you wake up because you'll forget really fast. But like if you have any memories of the dreams, just start writing it down. And then the more you do it, like the more you write down your dreams, the more you'll be able to remember over the time. But yeah. Exhausted from the dream world. It's real. It's real, guys. Yeah, there was this one time. This was like a long time ago, but it was such a weird dream that I fully remember it. So like I was in this one orphanage place that like kind of locked all the children inside of it, and then they were forced to like eat this like one, like they called it vitamins, but then I was just like, that is not vitamins. It's probably like some sort of not so good medicine. But anyway, so then I was just like, okay, I'm gonna pretend to take the vitamin and then just like get rid of it. And then after I did that, I realized that they were kind of like, what's it called? This was a dream, by the way. After I did that, they were kind of like, what's it called? Escape. But then like as I was thinking about, okay, I gotta find this way to escape, the owner of the orphanage came out and they were like, okay, did you remember? Exactly, like, did you remember to take your vitamins yet? I was like, yeah. So I just pretended that I was like, that I already taken the vitamins and whatever, and then I just acted as if I was like under the under the vitamins spell or whatever. And then they were like, okay, good. But I remembered, I think in between there was something that happened. But what happened was like, I think the local police came into the orphanage and was just like, oh, we're just like doing a routine checkup of this place. And then during that time, I sneak out and then I see someone that used to like that like I used to hang out with a lot, right? And then all of a sudden they were like, oh my gosh, princess, where have you been? And I was like, bro, I got kidnapped. And then like the person was like, okay, it's okay, we'll run away. So then they're driving the car, right? We're driving away from this place and we go past on this like highway road, and then we're on this highway road and I look over and for some reason there was just the but anyways, I looked to the left and then there was just the orphanage with like the glass wall and everything that didn't used to be there. And then all I could see was just all these children and also the owner of the orphanage staring at me for some reason, and I got freaked out. And so like in the dream, I then started like running for some reason. I went through like, it got to like this giant building, and then my friend was just like, okay, don't worry, you just have to like go through this like gate, like this big gate door, and then like just keep running, don't stop, don't look back. If you look back, like you will get caught again. And I was like, okay, I got this. And so I was running and there was like furniture being thrown at me and everything, so I had to like dodge all these furniture and everything. But anyway, so then I got to the very end of the room and then I woke up, so I don't know what happened after that. Isn't these crazy? You should animate my dreams as a short movie animation. All of my dreams are cliffhanger endings. I work for a company. Do you ever go back to sleep to sleep? Yeah, no, I do. Okay, guys. I have gone back to sleep after waking up from a dream. And then, what's it called? I have, gone back to sleep after waking up from a dream just to get back into the exact same dream. And I was like, wow, continuation, part 2, episode 2, let's go! Yeah. That was quite interesting. Action-packed dream, dodging and chasing. I know. So many of them are like that. There's also like dreams where I'm running away from like ghosts and stuff. And obviously they're ghosts, so they can low-key like just teleport and whatever. So I'm like hiding from it, and then all of a sudden I look up and they're just in front of my face, and it's like I'm watching a horror movie in my dream, but I was actually part of it or whatever. I have that so often. But also, I feel like, I don't know if this is like, what's it called? I feel like this is also kind of common as well, where in the dream, you're in a situation where you need to fight. You have to like fight back against someone to protect yourself or whatever, right? But then you try to punch and your punches are just super, super weak. Anyone else have that? Yeah, sometimes even if you want to continue the dream, you can't continue. Does happen as well. Yeah, right? It's just like, for some reason you can't kick strong, you can't punch strong, and you're like, what happened? I know I can punch stronger than this. And then it just doesn't work. It feels like your arms are like floppy. You know, they're just like, they don't have bones in it or something. And you're like, I'm punching. The dream nerve, real, bro, real. You're trying your best to like fight against the person that's trying to abduct you or something, and then you're just doing baby punches. Hello. ちなみにさっきのスパチャありがとうございます。Thank you for the super early よこさん。アニメエンパスから無事帰国しました。イエーイ。おめでとう。Yeah, thank you for coming by to what's it called, to the meet and greet as well, you know. Sleep paralysis. Oh my gosh, sleep paralysis is like, what's it called? It happens quite often actually, and it's PN. What? It's PN. Oh my gosh. Never happened to you? You know, I used to have sleep paralysis a lot until I got a cat. Until I got a pet cat, I used to have sleep paralysis a lot, and it was like a long range of different things. Like if I was facing the wall, I sometimes would have something just like stroking my back, like really, really, really long nails stroking my back, like slowly, almost about to be like scratching the back. And then like I just can't move. And then there's other times if I can see my door, or if I forget to close my door or anything, and I'm sleeping and I get sleep paralysis, sometimes I would see like something staring at me. Just, it was like, okay, hold up, let me see if I can reenact it. So they're like this. They're like this. And just imagine like eyes glowing, and they're just at the door, and it's so freaky. It's so scary. And then there's like other times when there's like something sitting on the chest, just what's it called? Sitting on the chest and trying to like choke you. There's that as well. But I think like the most like freaky part about it, I think the most freaky part about the sleep paralysis was the fact that like it wasn't just me that had sleep paralysis in the house. It's anyone, because my doll mother would actually rent out like the spare room in the house to other people, and every single person that rented that room also reported saying that they had sleep paralysis of the exact same ones that I mentioned. And I was like, that's creepy. That's very creepy. No, sometimes I actually see something. I don't know if it's a demon or anything, but sometimes I see something. Sometimes it's just not a presence, but like I feel something. And then there's also this one time where I see something that if I explain it, could be very, very not safe for stream. Not in the not safe for work way, but like, yeah. It was very, very creepy. To be honest though, I still stand by the fact that like humans are scarier than ghosts. Most of the time, at least. You know? You know? I think humans can do more harm to... what's it called? I think the humans can do more harm to people than ghosts most of the time. The subtitle's not fast typing, it's an automatic translator thingy that translates my words from English to Japanese. Sometimes it messes up a little bit. But that's okay because I can speak Japanese as well. So sometimes I pick it up, but right now it's like kind of too small on the screen for me to see from a distance. So yeah, if I miss any in this like bad translations, I'm sorry. Humans are unpredictable. Exactly. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh! You know, my friend and I were having like we're talking about that one thing that was on like that we saw on Twitter a while ago. I don't know how controversial this is. I hope it's not. But like you guys know that one thing? It's like a bear or a person. Bear or a human. Actually, like, what's it called? What my friends and I came to the conclusion of was we would probably go with bear only for the reasoning bears cannot manipulate. Bears cannot manipulate with mind. Like, okay, see, the thing is, if it's a bear, you can run away, or you can try and run away as much as you can, or you know you can try and like disappear. But if it's a human, even if they don't do anything to you at the start, what if they're just like, no, don't worry, I won't do anything to you. No, it's okay. I'm fine. You don't have to worry about me. And then they backstab you. You know what I mean? So like a bear wouldn't be able to backstab you. Like you'd just be in a bad situation where you have to fight the bear. Obviously. With the human, of course, there's also the chance that it's a nice person. But also, what if it is a bad person, but they also know how to mind manipulate you? You know what I mean? Honestly, it depends on what qualities. Yeah, exactly. There's like both. Honestly, both is probably like has the downsides to it. But my friends and I, we had the theory where it's just like, okay, but the thing is though, bears can't speak, so they can't manipulate you with words. You know what I mean? Like, what if you're like you're running away? You're running away and everything. You're like, okay, it's okay. I'm gonna get away. And then the guy's just like, why are you running? I'm not gonna do anything to you. You know? Moonlight, thank you for the 26 months. My pets will never backstab. Of course, don't get me wrong. I know that there's like there's a higher chance for there to be like a friendly person than a friendly bear. But like, you know, it's just like a thingy, a for fun kind of question. What if you had a weapon like a pew pew? Then see, that's the thing. If I had a weapon, even more I would choose the bear. Because what if the human, okay, so the bear wouldn't be able to be like, no, don't shoot me, I won't do anything to you, or anything like that. The bear would not be, the bear would just come and try and attack you. And if you have a pew pew, you just be like pew pew pew, and then the bear, and then keep running and pew 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 at the same time, and then the bear will eventually dodge. But human will be like, oh, you have a weapon? Don't worry, I won't hurt you. Don't worry, I won't hurt you or anything. Yeah, it's okay. And then the second you put your guard down, exactly. What the human has the ability to gaslight you into giving up the pew pew. That's exactly our logic behind it. Once again, just making it clear, I know that there's a higher chance of having a friendly human than a friendly bear, but still. I'm just eliminating I'm eliminating any sort of, what's it called, possibilities of being gaslighted. People will believe you immediately if you get attacked by the bear. People would ask what you did to make that person attack you, even if they attacked you for no reason. That's true too. That is very true. If you want to use it's better than the humans. Yeah, but also like if you pew pew a human, you be taken in and be like, or you be taken in for murder. But like, you know, even if it's like self-defense, you'll still be taken in. Gaslight is a very, very destructive weapon. It is, it is. I grew up being gaslit my entire life, so after getting away from it, yeah, it is very important. It is very, very strong. I still... What's it called? She still tries to gaslight me every now and then. Like, she sends me a message every now and then to try and be like, I miss you. But yeah, I just ignore her most of the time. We're cooked once the bear learns how to go to court. We're cooked once the bear learns how to gaslight people, guys. That's what it is. Yes. Yeah. Every now and then I just get the message and being like, I miss you. Why do you not come to see me anymore? And then right after that message, by the way, I need some money. Do you think you can send me some money? Right after it. No, it's like I missed you. You know I always love you. By the way, can you also send me some money? I need money for my what's it called, my boyfriend or whatever. And I'm like, yeah, I'm not gonna reply to that. Yeah. No one has to know if you're in the woods alone. No witnesses. Oh my gosh, it's like that one. I don't know if it's a meme. I think it's a meme. Yeah, I think it's a meme. It's like this one trend or something where like these friends or I think couples on TikTok are just like, wow, this place is so nice. No one would be able to hear you scream. And then the other person's like, what? It's like, oh, I said it's like a dream. It's just like, okay, let's go back. Have you guys seen that before? Have you guys seen it before? I think it's on YouTube Shorts as well. Oh no, I actually do. I mean, I haven't finished a lot of them on stream yet, but I do still go back to them every now and then. But most of the farming games I've actually finished at least off streams before. So yeah, what's it called? Games that I have finished on stream include Story of Seasons, Friends of Mineral Town. I did get to one of the endings for Stardew Valley, but I didn't finish 100% of it. Like, you know, I didn't complete the 100%. Like, I managed to go all the way to the island afterwards. I forgot what the island is called. But yeah, I went to the island afterwards on stream as well and everything. But I did get one of the endings. I've also completed, like, I also completely finished the game for Graveyard Keeper as well. And the other farming games, I'm kind of just like going back to every now and then. Of course, I want to like have a mixture of the farming games that I haven't played and also am playing currently. But yeah, don't worry, I do slowly finish off all my farming games on stream as well. Yeah, but most of my farming games I do finish until the end. For Stardew, I've had one perfect run, so I like 100% did once. Like, I got everything once, and then I have like 8 different playthroughs, because sometimes my friends will be like, you want to play? You play for like a few weeks and then they stop and you're like, bruh. But there's also like other games like Sakuna of the Rice Field. I've also played that game about 3 times through as well. Oh yeah, and also like the Doraemon Story of Seasons as well. That one was pretty fun too. I play a lot of farming games offline as well. Yeah. Yeah. I like farming games. I do. Because they're really chill. And it makes me feel like I'm working when I'm not actually working in real life. You know what I mean? You wanna play it? Yeah! I can't really stream it, but like, what's it called? It's really fun. I think they came out with like a new version that actually has multiplayer as well. I have in the past, in like primary school. But I haven't finished it. Hello, how are you? Love farming games at night with a nice cup of warm tea. It is nice. I think like the farming games, I think I liked it the most when I was like really busy, and then I'll like come home and I'm like, okay, farming game time. But also I kind of get addicted to the farming games and I just bring it everywhere and try to play it everywhere I go. Wait. Love farming games at night with a nice... 落ち着いたからドラえもん始めようかな。イエーイ楽しいよ。I haven't finished Stardew as my friends also ditched the game before we can finish. And then playing alone is just sad after that. What? I played alone. I was like, I don't care if my friends are gonna ditch me or not. I'm just gonna play alone. And I did 100% the game. Because I played on my own as well. Hello. The first game I ever played? When I was 9 months old, my doll father built me a PC. Yeah, my father built me a PC. And apparently, I was playing games like Connect 3, puzzle games. Like, not Connect 3, like, you know, the Bejeweled or whatever. The puzzle, like different puzzle games where you like put different puzzle pieces together to make like images or whatever. And there was also a little like My Little Pony game that I used to play, I think. Built you a PC. Yeah, he worked in IT, I think. He worked in IT, but he did pass away like a long time ago, so I don't really remember too much. But yeah. What's it called? Yeah, so like I used to play the My Little Pony games there. And I think there was like, and I also started playing these Barbie games that were on this like one Barbie website. It's like the Careful Little Carrie or something like that. I forgot the name, but like Dress Up Barbie or stuff like that. You know, pretty much like all of those. I used to play those. But the first like console game I think I remember playing, because obviously like that long ago I don't really remember the game or anything, but the first console game I remember playing properly was Harvest Moon Friends of Mineral Town, which is why I was so excited for when the Story of Seasons Friends of Mineral Town remake came out. And I was like, yes! And I played it and it was pretty fun. But what's it called? Another game, because it was actually my sister's Game Boy. My sister had a Game Boy Advance and I was playing games on that whenever she wasn't playing. And so some other games that we had was, there was a Barbie Princess and the Pauper game, which is, it's like a platforming game. So Barbie Princess and the Pauper, the princess is like running on this thingy, you have to like jump and stuff like that. But I accidentally like, well, you know how like sometimes you like try to like blow out the dust of the, like out of the cartridge or whatever. Obviously I was only like, I was really young. I was very young, like for a human back then. And so I accidentally blew into it, but I broke it because I accidentally spat in it. Anyways, so then there was this other game, I think it was like Winx Club or whatever, Winx Club game that you play as the fairies and you kind of like attack, like you kind of fight enemies or whatever. And then there was also this like Ninja Turtle game, I think, that the same thingy. Oh, same with Spider-Man. Like it's like platforming and you had to kind of fight the enemies with it. And then there was all the different Pokemon games as well. And there was this one Naruto game as well. I just remember my sister played the Naruto game all the way through with the save file working and everything. But for me, I tried to play the game and what's it called? The save file had already broken, so I just had to keep it, like, keep the Game Boy on at all times without turning it off. You know? Her fever. Oh no. Hope you get well soon. What should you do? Drink plenty of water and get as much rest as you possibly can, even if you are at school. So yeah, I think like there's a lot of games that I've played in the past, but the first PC game that I was able to play was Did you finish the game? No, because the game was in Chinese and I can't read Chinese. I couldn't read Chinese and all the games that my sister had were in full Chinese. So I played the entire Pokemon Leaf. I played the entire Pokemon Leaf without being able to read any of the dialogue. I was just guessing. I was like, I think this means attack. Yeah. Pokemon Leaf is so nostalgic. Hard mode? Yeah! Imagine this. I played Harvest Moon, Friends of Mineral Town without being able to read any of the dialogues. And you know how much dialogues actually mean in farming games, guys. So I was like, I would go out to the people and I'd be like, hello! And they'll be like talking and it's all in Chinese. And I'm like, I can't read that. But you know what? I actually still managed to get like, what's it called? Married to three of the different, what's it called? Villagers despite all of that. So I guess I was just very good at looking at faces, because you know how like if you give them a gift and they like it, they do like a happy face, and if you give them a gift and they don't like it, they do like a sad face. So I remembered it through that. That was the only way I remembered it. But I still managed to like full clear the game 3-4 times, marrying like 3 different like of the bachelorettes. So it was yeah, I was just pro. What can I say? Pro farming gamer. You can't speak? Doesn't matter. You can still communicate in other ways. Hello, welcome E. Which villages were your favorites to romance in Mineral Town? I liked Gray for the guys. For the girls, I think I liked Popuri at the start because she's pink. And then I liked what's it called? I liked Popuri because she was pink, but then I ended up really liking Anne, the girl from like the inn, the inn? Is that the word it's called? And it's like a, yeah, like when you like get to know her story, it's really deep. Also, this is not subtitles, it's an automatic translator to translate what I speak in English into Japanese. Sometimes it makes a bit of mistakes, but like I can pick it up because I can speak Japanese myself, which is why I use it. If you can see, it's just like using what I say and making it into Japanese underneath. That's what it is. You guys go for the nurse? I also did go for the nurse at one point. The nurse was really nice, but I think the story for the bachelorettes, like for the girls, I think my favorite story was definitely Anne. I think Anne had a really nice story. For the guys, I did like Gray the most. But I also like the beach dude. I forgot what his name was, but the guy that comes only every once in a while at the beach. And he has like a shop at the beach. Kai, yeah, I thought so. I was like, I think it's Kai. I don't know, so I'm not gonna say the name. Yeah. Yeah, obviously I don't want to like spoil the stories or whatever, but like yeah, I did a lot of the different quests to see like what I can, like what's the different like stories behind each character. And I think story-wise I liked Anne and Gray the most. When I first played Mineral Town, the guy version, the two choices I wanted to marry both got stolen by the other bachelors. Ah, you were one step too slow. That's right, they do get stolen if you take too long, they will get taken away. But like, so that's why you need to go ham. You have to keep talking to them, you have to keep giving them gifts until they like you first. First come, first serve. Literally in Harvest Moon, what's it called? Mineral Town. It's quite literally first come, first serve. But yeah, I really like farming games in general, and I do have like a lot more farming games that I have just in my to play list. I'm trying not to play too many all at the same time, just so that I don't like overwhelm myself and also the people watching. Since with farming games you kind of need to know the overall story as well in order to be able to, what do you call it? In order to be able to understand how to play the game as well, you know? Hi, Slack. Yeah, Sunnyside, Portia, Mystria, Chef, and Sunhaven ongoing. Let me see. We have Fields of Mystria, Chef RPG, Sunnyside, Sunhaven, Dinkum. We do still have a Stardew Valley, a new Stardew Valley playthrough that we're playing as well. My Time at Portia, yes. And what else was there? I feel like there was another one. Oh, over on Bilibili, I'm playing Immortal Life as well. There was also like a Kitaria Fables one and Roots of Pata. We've had a playthrough of those. The thing with a couple of the games, I think for Sunnyside, I don't know how the ending's gonna be, but like if there is an ending or anything, so we'll have to see how long the game actually ends up becoming. Regarding Dinkum, I don't think there is an ending, so that one's just like you come back to it every now and then, kind of like Minecraft if anything, where there's no like specific ending or anything, but you just play it and go back to it every once in a while and hanging out and everything. Any plans on doing another quiz show? Just curious. I do want to do one. Only thing with quiz shows is that it does take quite a long time to like prepare and everything. However, I am planning to do a little bit of like a little fundraising stream to help me pay off my projects, because I kind of like what's it called? I kind of have like a very ambitious project or whatever in the works, and it's quite pricey. So I am organizing like a little fundraising stream kind of thing to help me fund for my project, my very ambitious project. Yeah. Scroll too far. Hey yo, it's time to go to bed. But yeah, so that's gonna be sometime this month as well, you know. I may or may not do a quiz show then. It just depends on how much I can get organized before it. However, that stream will be a 24-hour stream when I do it. So please do come by to it and keep an eye out for it when it does happen. I will do my best to make it as entertaining as possible as well. I have all the goals and stuff planned out, and I'm just getting them checked with Mane-san first before I start planning out the day for it. Keep an eye out. Thank you. And of course, when When I tweet about it, please share it around. Wow, your friend's gonna cosplay me. Let's go. 24 hours. Yeah. Do you drink lots of coffee to enjoy 24 hours stream, or do you have other strategies? I do not drink coffee because coffee actually makes me more sleepy. I think... Okay, my strategy for 24-hour stream is sleep until 10 minutes before the stream, start stream, and then just wing it. So pretty much, I think before the actual stream, I'll probably have one day off beforehand to rest up for the entire day. Most of the time though, I end up being awake for more than 24 hours. Because you have to like prep the stream in order to be able to start it. And then end off. Like, after you end off, you have to like close everything and make sure everything's like all good and everything like that. So there's a lot. But of course, like, YouTube only has, like, the VODs can't really go up to 24 hours. So it will be split into 2 or maybe even 3 streams, just depending on how it goes. But yeah, so in order to make it 24 hours, it would be split up into a couple of different streams. Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, no, I just... My really ambitious... Really ambitious, what's it called? Project needs some... I need some help with funding for it. Just a little bit. I mean, no, maybe not a little bit. But it's not just for this one project. I do have like a couple of projects in mind that it would really help if this one stream does go well. So yeah, we'll do well. We'll do my best to make it as entertaining as possible. And yes, Rumi-chan will probably help me get food during the 24 hours. Looking forward to them. Thank you. Thank you. I'm excited for it and for your new projects. Thank you. Yeah, right now I can't really talk about it too much since it's still like the details of it, because it's still being checked by staff-san. But yeah, hello. Oh, by the way, I am planning to do a Twitch stream today as well. So a stream over on Twitch, and I'm planning to play Plate Up, because you know how Plate Up has the Twitch integrations on it? I wanted to try it out, so yeah, that's my plan, and I plan to play it today over on Twitch. I think it'll be fun. Oh, Plate Up, yeah. I also have to like put away some time in order to like do some recordings for a certain type of content that I'm planning to release next month. Not content, but like there's something that I want to do for next month that would be kind of difficult to do live as well, because next month I'm actually going to be away from Australia. I'm going to Japan again next month because I'm planning, you know, I'm currently in the process of moving to Japan. So I'm kind of going back and forth to like make sure I know everything. But yeah, so I need to like sort of plan for the content that I want to post for that time too. I have a couple of ideas for it. I just need to put aside time to actually like work on it as well. Yeah. I just remember That's fine. That's fine. It's fine. Look at moving. Yeah. I don't know when I'm moving yet. It's not. I don't know when I'm moving yet. You guys will know once I've moved later on. Yeah. Oh my gosh, bikurishita. I got okay. Dun, dun, dun. Okay. I just, you know what, that Slack ping was just Mane-san being like, yeah, by the way, your goals are all good. Just tell me the order, and then you can order. You can, what's it called? Then you can schedule the stream. And I was like, oh, wow, I was just talking about it. What a coincidence! Hey, yeah. Perfect timing. So let me have a look at my calendar. A couple of the goals that I do have on my... A couple of the goals that I have on my, what's it called? The fundraising stream would be... Nandakke? Would only be doable in December. So yeah, more details to be explained on the day. Hello, welcome. Panic. December soon. I know! It's because in November I won't be able to do some of the goals since I'll be in Japan. Which is why I would have to be pushed back for December instead. Just a lot of planning. I know! Can you believe it's already like at the end of the year? Isn't that crazy? Oh yeah, my live birthday is also in... What's it called? My birthday is in December. Good day. Hello. Busy end of year. Yeah. Very busy. Thank you. There's a lot that's in the workings pretty much. Next month, I'm hoping to have 2 covers released. Whew. But there is a chance that it might get delayed as well. That just reminded me. Let me check something. Bam 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 bam. Almost forgot. Hello. My amazing covers. Mini karaoke. I kind of like hum. What's it called? I kind of hum along to my BGM a lot, quite often. You sound sleepy already. I'm not. I was just typing something behind the scenes. I said like, what's it called? I got reminded about something and I was like, I gotta ask. I gotta like confirm this before I forget. You know? Welcome! Yeah, so I always like tend to like hum along to my BGM. But this BGM is actually a lo-fi version of one of my first original songs that I actually wrote the melody to. And the lyrics. Sudden work stream. I just suddenly got like the, what's it called, the brain that was like, you have to say this now or you will forget again. And I was like, oh, I gotta do this. No plans currently for Puppet Cafe Lo-Fi. For my other songs, my other original song Lo-Fi's, I think it will depend on how well the fundraising stream goes. Since right now, currently I'm kind of prioritizing the... Right now I'm prioritizing the original songs and everything instead. Nihongo yomemasu yo. Yeah, hello, welcome in. Original song mo tanoshimi. Yeah, currently I'm kind of like prioritizing making newer originals rather than the lo-fi versions of my old originals and everything. And yeah, you like a version where you're humming? What do I like to do when traveling? Eat. I do a lot of eating. 最近のお気に入りの K-pop 曲あったら教えてほしい。Recent K-pop song that I'm into. Honestly, okay, recently I heard this one song and it's really stuck in my head. It's I think SOS by 50/50. It just get like it popped up on my TikTok feed and it just kept like being played in my brain. SOS, I'm calling. It's a very... It's kind of new. I think the other song, the Gravity one, was a really nice song as well. It's another one that just popped up on my TikTok feed and it just got stuck in my brain. Joji? I've heard a couple of his songs, but not really. Melody just now. That one wasn't my song, it was a K-pop group song. And yeah. Do you have games you've been playing on your phone recently? Oh my gosh, guys. I don't know if this is like... it is a little bit embarrassing to admit, but I've been playing Royal Match. Guys, guess how many levels I got in the last month? Most of the levels were from when I was on the plane. Guess how many levels I've played? Like, I've passed, actually. 100? That's so low. No, I don't play Candy Crush religiously at all. I just play whenever I want to procrastinate, pretty much. It's not Candy Crush, though. 1000? Alright, yeah, I played 2,387 levels. Not just played, I've cleared 2,387 levels in the last month. I mean, like, I think 1,000 of those levels were from the plane flight from Australia to Japan and Japan to Australia. But yeah. Yeah. Dun, 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 dun. Everybody, please make sure you read the rules as well, okay? Should I say congrats? No. No. You don't have to say congrats. Yeah, no, I was playing it on the plane because I actually didn't have any ads for it, so I was like, oh, okay, nice. You know. But I've also been playing a little bit of what's it called? Cookie Run Kingdom. Cookie Run Kingdom. Guys, I haven't really been reading webtoons recently. Because I've been procrastinating reading on them as well. But the ones that I read before I went on like a mini webtoon hiatus. One second. The mini webtoon hiatus. Well, which one was it? Let's see. I read Baby Tyrant. That one's a really interesting one. I'm the Queen in This Life. That one's interesting as well. My Villainous Family Won't Let Me Be. That one's pretty interesting too. The Apothecary Prince. That one's pretty interesting as well. This one I completely finished reading it because it was like already a complete series. But it's where did it go? The Male Lead's Girlfriend. That one's pretty interesting as well. Adopted by a Murderous Duke Family. That one's interesting. 10 Ways to Get Dumped by a Tyrant. That one's also pretty interesting. Yeah. The Tyrant Wants to Be Good. That one's also pretty interesting. Yeah. So yeah, lots of interesting stuff. Did you not watch any movies in the plane? No, I did. I just played the game at the same time while also like watching movies. What did I watch? I rewatched the Haikyuu movie. I watched Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. No, not Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, but the Willy Wonka. The Willy Wonka movie, you know? Oompa, loompa, doopity doo. I'm not a bad you. Yeah, so I was just watching. Oh, I watched Peter Rabbit as well, actually, on the plane. And then I rewatched a few shows that I watched before. Not the classic one. Not the classic one. The Willy Wonka's the new version. It's the story about how Willy Wonka came to be. I've watched both. I've watched like 3 different versions of the Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. But it was my first time watching the Willy Wonka, I think, musical. I think it is the I think it is the Timothy guy. But yeah. Yeah, something like that. I think so. But it was like available on the plane, so I was like, okay, might as well watch it, right? And that's kind of what I did. Sounds like a long plane trip. I mean, it's like 9 hours and 50 minutes on the plane. So I just had a lot of time to kill. How was the Haikyuu anime? Okay, it wasn't the anime, it was the movie. The Haikyuu movie one. So I think it was the fight between Nekoma and... Oh my gosh, what is the Karasu? Karasu no? I think that's the team name. I think it was the fight between those two. But the thing is, I watched it like 2 times before already. And what's it called? Because of that, I actually like being really, really sleep deprived as well. I fell asleep halfway through and woke up and they were like, Yaruna. You know what I'm saying? like, what's it called? I like fell asleep at the start of the movie, and I woke up and they were like in like the 20, 25 and 24. Wow, next person to win will extend the match. And I was like, oh my gosh, I missed the build up. What's your favorite team in Haikyuu? Okay, I don't know my favorite team, but my favorite character is the Seta from Nekoma. I'm suddenly forgetting all the names. Yeah, I can't remember the name. The Seta from Nekoma. Kenma, yes. I think my favorite character is Kenma. Yeah. The chill dude, yeah. Oh yeah, what's it called? I also watched I watched a few J-dramas recently. Good Morning Call was really interesting. I actually really liked it. I think it might be one of my new favorites. And yesterday I watched a drama called Trillion Game, and that one was quite interesting too. Apparently there's an anime coming out for it as well recently. A new anime that's coming out. I might watch it too because it was quite interesting. Good Morning Call, yeah, it was such a good one. I liked it. You know, I liked the fact that like the guy was actually trying to be nice, like after they realized that they liked each other or whatever. Even though the guy was still like kind of on the colder side, it was actually still being a good person to the girlfriend, you know, a good boyfriend to the girlfriend as well, if anything, in the best of their ability at least. Trillion Game anime is airing right now. Yeah, so I watched the live action one yesterday, and I was talking to my friends about it, and my friends are like, did you know that the anime is out recently as well? And I was like, oh, really? Wow. It was quite interesting as well. Quite interesting. What else was there? I'm also watching Namma. I haven't watched the newest episode yet. I will probably watch that today. Oh, I also watched what's it called? It's like it's an isekai one. About like a game creator that became the Demon Lord or whatever. It's Demon Lord Retry. I think their second season is airing right now. So I watched Demon Lord Retry, and that was actually more interesting than I was expecting it to be. I literally watched Demon Lord Retry when I first decided to watch it. I was like, oh yeah, it's just gonna be something I can like procrastinate with in the background or anything. But then I actually got kind of invested in it, so I was like, oh, interesting. And then I started watching Let This Grieving Soul Retire, which is about this like group of like, I don't know if they're called heroes? Hunters, treasure hunters and stuff. And then one of them is like just a fake or whatever. They're not really strong or anything, but everyone thinks he's strong. And I'm also watching Dan Da Dan as well. It was quite interesting. I'm planning to watch Blue Lock just because my friends told me to watch it. Like and I was like, okay. I haven't watched it yet though. I forgot season 2 was announced. Yeah, I didn't know Trillion Games live action version is airing despite I'm in Japan. It's completed, I think. Trillion Game live action is actually already finished. So yeah, I think you should be able to watch it on I don't know which site, but yeah. In Japan, I don't know where. But in Australia, it was on Netflix. Wow! So yeah, like I guess like pretty interesting stuff. Also like after the Anime Impulse panel, like when it was like the trope or nope, whatever, because I was in between like the two people who were really into BL. What's it called? Well, not just because of that, but like after the panel and everything, everyone started talking about BL. Like literally everyone was talking about it. So I was just like, it reminded me. I was like, I've only ever watched BL once, and it was like Love Stage, I think. I think it's called Love Stage. That was like the only BL I've ever actually like watched in the entire thing of. I watched like 2 episodes of that one Omegaverse BL, and then I forgot about it. I just remembered about it just now. But yeah, anyways, I was just like, any recommendations? And they gave me so many. They gave me so many recommendations. Hey, I heard BL and came here. I'm sorry, I'm not very well versed in BL, but I did try watch a new BL today, and it was so... Oh my gosh! It was so... Oh my gosh! It was Aia. They gave me the... What's it called? Some of the shows. What did you expect? I don't know. I was just like, okay, let's try watching this one. Okay, you guys might know it, but it's called... I think it's... Wait, hold up. Let me see the name. Okay, here's the title, and I feel like I should have expected it to be like, oh my gosh, what the heck? When I read the title, but it's called Dakaichi. I'm being harassed by the sexiest man of the year. I watched the first episode and I was like, what the heck is happening? Yeah. The title, I know. So yeah, it's funny you say you're next to the toxic BL girls. I was, guys, on like, what's it called? It was like, what's it called? My gen mates were like, oh yeah, no, I like toxic people, toxicity. And then like one of my gen mates was just like, yeah, no, I wanna corrupt them or whatever. And then I was just sitting there like, what? It was very interesting. And Wiwa wasn't part of like my panel specifically, so I don't think she was actually part of the conversation that we were having about the BL stuff. Yeah, it was quite interesting. Obviously, I won't go into too much details so that the people who actually paid for the tickets and stuff have the benefits of paying for the tickets. And yeah. At least you are still at the vanilla BL. Wait, what's vanilla BL? What does that mean? Have you seen or heard of Jellyfish Can't Swim at Night anime? I think I very briefly heard of the name before. But wait, let me see. Let me check. Jellyfish can't... Oops. Jellyfish can't swim in the night. Oh, I actually haven't yet. Is it a... Oh yeah, you know what? I just searched it up and it said it's a Yuri anime. Hey, yo? I think the only Yuri anime that I've watched as well is the... Citrus? Citrus. Yeah. What are the rules? I don't know if you're watching from your phone. Let me just check to see. Okay, if you're watching from your phone, you press on the at the top of the screen. There should be like my name. If you press on the name, then you go to descriptions. Then you press more, and you scroll down a bit, and there's like a bunch of roles over there. So yeah. It was like, that was the only one that I ever watched, and it was like a long time ago. Is that Nathan? Oh wait, I have watched Yuri Yuri! Is Yuri Yuri a Yuri anime? Yuri da 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 Yuri 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 da 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 Yuri Yuri. Maybe? I don't think so. It was like a very wholesome one. And then she disappears. I wouldn't say there's any romance. Yeah, it's more like friendship, I feel. I haven't really had too many chances to watch Yuri or BL or anything. I kind of just watch whatever I find. And most of the time I prefer like wholesome stuff. So yeah, I think that's what I end up watching a lot more of. I remember seeing an entire BL section in the manga store in Japan. I saw... Most of the time, it's because like sometimes I get recommended shows from my friends and I'm like, okay, I'll watch. You know? Okay, you know, I saw this thing on Twitter. I think like something about like an anime in like America or something, moving the BL section next to the NIJISANJI section. I saw it on Twitter and I was just like, oh, very, very... I don't know. For some reason it feels fitting. For some reason it just feels fitting. And I don't know why. Yeah, some reason it makes sense. Oh, interesting, yeah. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Oh my, what? I'm trying to think of what I was talking about. Suddenly the topics just disappeared from my brain. Very interesting points. Ooh. I saw the behind. What's in you, Carnival? I don't know. It's a game with many scenes. Oh. Many scenes? Don't look it up, okay? Okay! Yeah, so I can't wait to watch the new episode of Ranma. Oh, I'm also watching Blue Box. I think that one's a romance anime. Watching Blue Box. Blue Box is very sweet. Yeah! I heard it's good, but I haven't picked it up yet. Okay, Blue Box. It's another one of those... Okay, this happens in the first episode, so it's technically not spoilers. But it's another one of those shows where one person likes the other person, and then the person, like, what's it called, ends up moving in with the person. But this time, instead of the girl being the one that really, really likes the guy from the start, it's the opposite way. The girl is like the cool person, and then the guy is the one that likes the girl. Is it the soccer? No. That's Blue Lock. Blue Box is about, like, the girl plays basketball and the guy plays badminton. Why is that a trope anyways? It's kind of interesting, to be honest. I think. But they're not in, like, a fate relationship or anything. That's all good. I haven't actually watched Blue Lock yet, but it is on my to-watch list too. I don't think I've actually seen Marmalade Boy or anything. I think I've seen something called Orange Marmalade. Let me just check. Orange Marmalade. It's a webtoon. It's about like a vampire and stuff. The guy is badminton player and the girl is in basketball. Yeah. The K-drama. Yeah, the K-drama. I think the main actor was from AOA. So Soryun, I think. What's your presentation like? My presentation is I made myself a little 3D thingy, a 3D model, and then I went full out and I spoke about random panda facts for like 3 minutes of my 5-minute video. I legit was like, I don't know what to put in this. I'm gonna talk about pandas. Yeah. No, I haven't heard of Sakura Trick. I was like, did you know that Sanders? No. Did you know that pandas have an extra bone on their wrist, which is actually a wrist bone, but they use it as a thumb instead? Did you know that? The bone, they can use it to like to hold on to like the bamboo or whatever. And like stuff like that. It was just random facts. The wrist bone. But yeah, I just like got a bunch of like random panda facts and I started talking about it. By the way, it probably won't work for every single person. I think like whatever matches your personality the most is probably what works best. So if you are thinking of like applying for a company or anything, first off, don't announce that you're applying for a company. Never announce that. Never be like, I'm applying for this place. No, don't do that. Don't be silly. And then just like find something that matches your own personality so that you're not like faking anything, you know? Cause like once you like make up once you go into like make-believe or like lies and stuff, or like not lies, but like when you make up things, change up your personality and likes and stuff, then it gets a bit tricky in the long run. So yeah. They've already heard all the panda facts, so you're gonna pick another animal. Now NIJISANJI will receive an influx of panda-related applications. Be original. That's another thing. Don't copy what others have done. If someone's just like, oh yeah, I talked about this, don't just talk about the same thing. Pick something that you're actually interested in or anything. I mean, not that I'm especially interested in pandas. I think what happened was it was like a spur of the moment kind of thing. I was like, okay, I see auditions open, and I literally applied like a couple of days into the audition thingy, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna talk about pandas. And so like I kind of like made a little 3D model thingy-mabob using those like preset thingies, and then just like customizing a little bit. And then I was like, I'm a panda! So let me talk about panda. Let me talk about panda facts. Yeah. That's literally all I did. I mean, that's probably not the only reason why that I got in, but yeah. think that's like kind of what happened. It was very, very last second, and I was like, I'm gonna do this. Hi. But I got in. I got in. And yeah. Allow me to introduce myself. Hey, look, my character actually looked like a girl, okay? What was the most interesting panda fact? Did you know that pandas are actually carnivorous animals, but they still decide to eat bamboo despite their body not being able to fully digest it all? They're meant to eat meat. Pandas are meant to eat meat, but they eat bamboos anyway. Ding, 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 ding. You got in what? Oh, I was just talking about how I got into NIJISANJI. Yeah. Yeah, no, pandas are very, very dumb. That's like me eating junk food even though I'm not supposed to. Wow, yeah! パンダ系 VTuber になるところだったのか。いやいやいや。いやいやいや。And the other thing was like the fact that they were like... the fact that I was just... Okay, I wouldn't say the question they asked, but like pretty much I just straight up said, I don't really mind as long as I can be pink. I just love pink. I pretty much just like put out the fact that I love pink a lot, and then like my member color is pink. Wowee! So yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I was like, I love pink. Pink is best. Pink best color. Let me be pink. The more pink I am, the better, the more happy I am. And then they were like, your member color is pink. And I was like, yippee! Yeah. Like pink. You know what? I do eat a lot. I do eat a lot of food. Pink best color, that's right! So what do you think you do? What do you think is your job if you're not a VTuber? I would still be doing the same things that I'm doing now. Even if I wasn't a VTuber, I think I would do idol stuff. Idol stuff. And stuff like that. So I think I'd still do like singing related stuff, but if that doesn't go well at all, like I can't make a living at all out of it, then I probably would be a teacher. A Japanese teacher in Australia. Japanese teacher in Australia. What? What? That's not what I said. I am not Japanese, no, but I know how to speak Japanese. And yeah, I think that's like why Japanese teacher in Australia rather than English teacher in Japan? Because I would be too broke to be able to move to Japan. So pretty much I think what I would say would be what's it called? What I would do is I would work as an English teacher in Australia and then eventually hope to be transferred to Japan so that I can go to Japan and work there. But that was like, obviously that's not gonna happen anymore because I am a VTuber. Translator knows you too well. You know what? I can't argue with it. I am a little bit of a shut-in. I don't go outside at all. Unless it's to eat. I only go outside to eat or for like stuff that I absolutely need to go outside for. We're in the better timeline. Honestly, I didn't have a doubt that I would make it in for some reason. I was like, I can do it. I can do this. I think from day one, starting like my journey towards being a entertainer, I was like, I can do it. One day I will make it. And obviously there's ups and downs and stuff, and I do still have like the imposter syndrome where like it's like, oh, maybe I'm not good enough or anything. But like whenever that does happen, I kind of just go like, no, stop. And I don't think I would ever give up. Even if people are like, oh man, look at the amount of views you've got. Like, you're not even doing that well. And it's like, okay. But if I give up, then it'll just end at that. Like, if I never give up, then maybe I can do something in the future. Like, maybe I can succeed more in the future. You know? It's like, so like that's the thing. I don't want to give up. I never want to give up, because the second I give up is the second that like it all just goes away. But if I keep working towards it, then one day it could come like true. Like it could work out really well. You know? So no matter how like, what's it called, deep down in the, how badly my content does or anything, I'm not gonna give up. I'm gonna keep trying. Yes. Unfortunately, this is my real voice. Yeah. Keep writing, yeah, exactly. I think that's like the kind of the mindset that I've had since forever. I'm like, yeah, nah, I'm not gonna give up. Like, people might be like, look at her, she's not even doing that well. Like, why is she even trying? And it's just like, well, at least I'm trying. At least I'm trying. Rather than look at that. It's like, what's it called? What's the point in making fun of someone who's trying their best and doing what they like to do, right? That's what I think. So yeah. There might be people out there that like make fun of me or others that's in a similar situation as me, but honestly, they're the clowns. They're the clowns. Since what are you gonna do making fun of someone who's working hard for themselves and for others? Entertain and inspire others too. Yay! Thank you. Konnichiwa. 言葉の途中だったもん。ちょっとは待ってよ。You always say stuff like that, not even trying. Yeah, I mean, yeah, pretty much. You feel it so pretty, thank you! I actually have a different hairstyle for this as well. Magic! And hat! Well, thank you so much for the super! Gotta go now, but thank you for the fun, comfy chat. Thank you for coming by. Thank you for the super. Thank you. Thank you. Wow, how she do it? I know. Very, very magical. I do play a bunch of games as well, and I play games on this channel too. If you would like to see, there is a bunch of different playlists, so you can find different whatever game that you prefer as well. Like this outfit with the original hair? I think so too. I really liked how it looked with the original hair, because it kind of gives it like a more casual look. But when you put on the reason why I got the different hairstyles, this one kind of makes it look more farmer-like, and I wanted this outfit for my farming game streams, so that's why I decided to get what's it called, the farming outfit. And then when I paired it with this one, it kind of looks very casual, so I really liked it. Yeah, I kind of designed this outfit as well. Majority of it. そういえば、英語って話し方ってどんな感じですか? 丁寧な感じ、普通な感じ、それともギャルっぽい感じ。My English depends on the situation, but it's definitely not very ギャル。ギャルではない。ギャルっぽくはない。強いて言えば丁寧な方かな。Because I don't really use swear words. I guess it'd be more on the 丁寧な感じ。丁寧 like proper accent Australian. Have you checked out more Kairosoft games? I think I have. What's it called? I saw the Doraemon one, the Doraki one, and I was like, oh, I want to play it. But right now, I'm like kind of low on funds after doing a bunch of different like working on a bunch of different projects currently. So yeah, it's a little bit difficult. So, but I did have a look at it. I think we played the Hot Springs one, and we also played the apartment one. And there's a bunch of different ones that I've played in the past as well. I think you accidentally sound gyaru if you use some of the words. What do you mean? Like, do I sound gyaru in English? That's what they're asking. And I was like, I don't think I really use words that are very like gyaru-poi. How did I learn Japanese? I watched anime and I picked up words, and then I decided to learn how to read and write, and then I suddenly became able to speak. 英語わからなければその頭の上に翻訳機能つけてあるのでよかったら見てください。Doesn't sound gyaru to me. Yeah. So that's like they asked like, is your so the question was, is your English kind of more on the proper side, just very normal English, or gyaru style English? And I was like, I feel like I'm probably leaning towards the more proper style English, despite being Australian, mostly because I don't really swear. Yeah, because I don't swear, I think it's probably more on like the proper style. Gotta say more yes, queens and totally. I feel ghetto when you're talking with Opal. It's the banter. No, I actually just don't like swearing, so I don't want to swear. It is possible that they searched up how to say it in English, and then that's how it becomes like proper. Your voice helped me to sleep. Hope you had a good rest. I hate today's date because you're 1610. Wow! Hello. I feel like Aussie English is somewhat in the middle. Yeah. I mean, kinda. I think it depends on like what you see as a norm. See, in Australia, the norm is just to like swear every other word low-key. Like all my friends say that. They're like, effing this, effing that. And I'm like... Melbourne? Rumi-chan, I know. Rumi-chan swears a lot, especially when she's talking about other people's, like talking with other people. It's not Melbourne. No, it's Melbourne. Melbourne. Macca's. Wanna go for a Macca's run? Midnight? That's like a... what's it called? An Aussie slang. No! I will not move to the US. I want to move to Japan. And I'm planning, and it's currently in the... I'm currently in the process of doing so. Rumi-chan absorbing all the swears Marionette doesn't use. Low-key. Low-key. Dun, dun, dun. I feel like my personality is just... I have something I want to do, and then I'm set on that thingy. I most of the time I think about it for a while as well, but I'm like, no, I will do it, and I'll like, even if it takes a while, I will make it happen. You know? It's not like I won't stream anymore. You have brekkie? I don't eat brekkie often. Do you plan to collab with NIJISANJI a lot once you move to Japan? Probably not a lot. I don't think my streams will change that much. Apart from the fact that I'll be able to have more access to more stuff, like being able to go into the office to do like the damu karaoke or whatever. The DAM karaoke. Yeah, nah, yeah. Pretty much. Yeah, the time zones are pretty much the same as well, so... I think... even the time zones don't change too much. So I don't think my streams itself will change much. I would just have more opportunity to do more different types of... what's it called? More different types of content. Dun, 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 dun. Still gonna be Maria standard time, exactly. I'm still gonna go to bed at like 6 AM and wake up at like 4 PM. That happens as well. I know! Then it has a lot of like instrumentals, so it's like it would be helpful and stuff. And it would be easier to do like singing collabs with people, I think. I think it'll be cool. I don't think I would increase my amount of JP collabs in general. Like maybe, I mean, compared to currently, maybe a little bit. It just depends. But like, it's not like I would suddenly become super social when I move to Japan or anything. I'm still gonna be the same, like, same introverted person. まあなんか日本に引っ越してもね、陰キャなままなんで、そんなにコラボは増やすことはそこまでないと思う。Of course, like, when it comes to like collabs and stuff, like Japan, it would be easier to do them since like a lot of the members do visit Japan, and then when they do visit Japan, it's easier to like meet up and stuff, and that might end up leading to more collabs in that way. But it's not like I would, my content will really change too much, is what I'm trying to say, pretty much. True, that's right. That's proper sleeping hours somewhere in the world. Exactly. Exactly. 陰キャでも住みやすい。That's so strange. Yeah, hopefully I'll be able to do the content that I like. Night owls like us, convenience in Japan. I know! The convenience in Japan are like so good. 最強だよ。最強ですね。コンビニは。I love convenience stores in Japan. And the fact that you can literally print stuff at the convenience stores as well. In Australia, you literally have to like, how do you say it? Go to, I don't know, like Office Works or something in order to print it out. Oh my gosh, that reminds me of something. The other day, I went to Office Works to print out my, like, to print my passport just in case for anything. And I almost forgot my passport! Guys, I almost forgot my passport at Office Works in the what's it called? In the printer. Legit, like I left and like Rumi-chan helped me drive there. So like we were literally driving away. We were 10 minutes away already. Drove 10 minutes away and I was like, wait! My passport! So then she quickly drove me back to the, what's it called? drove me back to the office works, and I ran in, and luckily no one had used that, so I was like, oh, thank goodness. Thank goodness. Phew, thank goodness. Yeah. そうなんですよ. I freaked out, but it was all good, all good. It's the worst. I know. It was so. Oh, I had a literal mini heart attack, I think. It's good that you remembered afterwards. Yeah. What are you most scared about going to Japan? If I were to be honest, it would be probably because I haven't really lived in a place that has many earthquakes. I think that would be my most. I think it'll take me a while to get used to it. At the very least, I think. Of course, I won't like just go without preparing or anything, but because like there is the change from going from Australia that doesn't have any in most areas, I think, yeah, it will take a while to get used to it. Someone almost found a free passport. No! My favorite food? I like pudding. Custard pudding or omurice or barbecue. You have a good voice? Yeah, thank you. They do use a lot of cash, like in Japan, yes. That is quite common. So like recently I've like developed the habit of being like, do you guys take card? Before I do any ordering. Oh. I think so. Yeah. They do have like payment apps and stuff. But a lot of places still don't accept them. A lot of places still is only cash only. But I think some places they accept Suica Pay, or like you pay by your transportation card, and then they have like the card pay or PayPay or stuff like that. But like I can't use PayPay or some of those other payment methods because I don't have a phone number in Japan. ラーメン屋とかはキャッシュオンリーが多いね。そうそうそう。For like ramen stores or like tsukemen stores or stuff like that, it's like most of the time it's the cash only. No, I live in Australia currently. I did live in China at one point, but I live in Australia. Is card accepted everywhere in Australia? Not everywhere, but most places. Do you plan on visiting Kyoto? I've always wanted to visit like all these different places in Japan, but I think I was planning to just leave it for after I finally moved to Japan and settled down a little bit. Because that way I don't have to bring around my luggage everywhere and it would be a bit of a pain and everything, you know? I think it'd just be easier that way, so... That was my overall plan. How large are the spiders in Australia? Ginormous! Ginormous! Yeah, no, they're huge. The spiders in Australia, they're huge. And they look freaky too. Is Australia fun? To me? No. To other people, like people who like nature and animals and stuff, then yes. But for me, no. bugs. I can't deal with bugs. You know, I can't deal with bugs at all. Sorry, bugs in Japan aren't that big much. I did hear. Like, compared to Australia, the bugs in Japan would definitely be a lot better. But like, still, I know there are still bugs in Japan because I saw cockroaches in some of the streets. Specifically, mostly in like Shinjuku and like stuff like that. There were some cockroaches still. You'll be strong enough for other countries? In Shibuya? I think so, yeah. And centipede is common in Japan too, though. Yeah, but like Australia just has like so much more. So I think I should be able to survive. Hopefully. 3 separate people from any point in time. Who would you pick? What do you mean by that? Dinner with 3 different people? I don't mind. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Can I pick myself? Eat dinner by myself? Had to move to Antarctica, no bugs there. That's true, but there's also no Wi-Fi there. Twitch stream in an hour? No, not necessarily an hour. Maybe I'm gonna end stream and then I'll tweet about when I will do the Twitch stream. Actually, I'll tell you guys when I'll do the Twitch stream at the end of the stream. Ghost peeking in your toilet? What? I think there's ghosts in Australia as well though, so it's fine. It's fine, guys, it's fine. I'm okay with ghosts living in my house as long as they don't like do anything to me specifically. Like they don't have to pay rent or anything. Just what's it called? Yeah, just chill and you can stay there. If you can choose easily, which part of Japan do you want to live in? I do want to live in Tokyo, just so that it's most accessible for a lot of the activities and stuff that I want to do. And I do plan to live in Tokyo as well, somewhere. You should watch Miyuriko-chan. I have watched it. And sometimes I was like, oh my gosh. I mean, I don't know if mine was like hallucinations or whatever, but like when I was younger, that was like me. Just a little bit though. Like I would see stuff, and then I would talk about it, and then they would stare at me, and I'd be like, and like I would ask like my like the adult that was with me at the time, and then they'll be like, what do you mean? There's nothing there. And I'll be like, I don't know what tarantula hawks are. This kid's kind of nuts. Yeah, that's probably what the adults thought I was like. Yeah, I mean, even now, every now and then I just see like some shadows. I think it could be hallucinations though, so it might just be my brain being crazy. Yeah. They see you like when cats staring at the corner or nothing. I know! Yeah! It's probably a cat. No. It can't be the cat because the cat's like not in my room. Like the cat's like locked out of my room and everything. So that happens. It's a flying insect that paralyzes tarantulas and eats them. It's the easiest way I can explain it. Oh. I don't know for sure. And I don't really want to search it up because if it's an insect, I don't really want to look at it. What about a white lady coming out of your computer monitor? If the white lady's just out there to give me a hug, I'll give her a hug back as well. You know, that's fine. If she wants a hug, I'll give her a hug. If she wants a makeover, I'll give her a makeover. If she wants a cup of tea, I'll make her a cup of tea. You know? You know? Did you see auras as a kid? I didn't. I don't know. I think I saw mostly just like I was told it's mostly hallucinations and stuff. But like I used to have like these like shadows pretty much just follow me around and just constantly telling me that I'm not good enough at anything. And every time I would try to learn something new, they would be like, why are you even bothering? And whatever. And it'd be like, it's just like, why are you even bothering? You're just gonna fail at this anyways. Or it's just like, and stuff like that. And I guess like, I kind of just grew up and every now and then it feels like it's gonna happen again. But like, it hasn't happened in a while. Actual IRL backseaters. Pretty much. It's just like every time you want to try something and you're like kind of like, how do you say it? Like kind of doubting yourself even a little bit. You just have like a shadow of doubt and it literally says like, why do you even try? Pretty much. My sister used to say she dealt with those before when she was 10. Yeah, I think I had that too. It stuck by until I was in high school though. Yeah. Chronic depression, probably. I wouldn't be surprised. I'm getting like so many pings all at once. Japanese summer school uniform? I have not. You know, actually it was my dream to go to Japan as a like a, how do you say it? Like a I forgot the word for it. Like a exchange student or something. But it never happened. I wanted to go to Japan as an exchange student and it never happened. But it's fine. No, but it has to be, university doesn't work. It has to be high school because I wanted to wear the school uniform. University does not work. Yeah. That was just the dream that I used to have. Obviously, it's too late now, but it's fine. Now I can still wear. You know what? You know what I can do? Seifuku de Disney ikebai. I'll just wear like the rental school uniforms or stuff like that, and then go to like a not a store. I forgot. You go to like an amusement park or anything. Yeah. Anime set in universities though? There is, but it's different. Universities do not have the seirafuku or like the you know what? The seirafuku ga kitakatta! Tsugaku. I wanted to wear the sailor uniforms. It's different. The university, it's not about the anime. It's about the uniforms. But guys, I have like 10 different types of sailor uniforms as like just outfits in general. And sometimes I just wear it outside, even if it's like just for hanging out with friends. Yeah, I want the uniform. It's not for the anime or anything. It's not because like, oh, I want to experience the anime scenes and stuff in Japan. No. I don't care about that. I want to wear the uniforms. Yeah. First VTuber you've watched? Welcome. Professional photographers take pictures of you and safe out in the streets. I think I do know about that as well, yeah. I do have sailor uniforms. Oh, wait, no, an outfit? My next outfit is already like in the workings. I don't know when I will get another one after that, but it just depends. But I have ideas for my next few outfits already that at least the next 2 outfits will not be sailor outfits. Who knows? Perhaps one day I will do a sailor outfit. A sailor uniform outfit, perhaps one day. But next outfit and the outfit after that, I'm planning to do something different. Yeah. Australia does have school uniforms. They do. My school had like a tunic and a shirt underneath. And then they made us wear ties in the winter. Except the ties weren't real ties, they were fake ties. Do you wear uniforms because it makes you look cool, or do you wear uniforms because you feel like a boss? Wait, what? Neither? Neither, I think. Sleepy Princess in the Demon Castle anime. I feel like I've heard of that before, but I can't quite remember. Japanese seirafuku is cute. I know. I have like cosplay versions, but I've got like 10 different types of it. I have like 2 different sakura type ones, like 2 different pink ones. I've got the regular blue and white ones, and like black and white ones. I've even got like yellow ones, and I've got like a brown one, brown and white one. I've got sakura. I already said the sakura one. I've got like a bunch of them. I've also got like a bunch that's like one piece as well. Went to an all-girls school and we weren't allowed to wear trousers even in the middle of winter. Oh. I went to an all-girls school as well, but they allowed trousers because I don't know, maybe the school is like woke. Yeah. They allowed you to wear trousers as well, but they were really strict on like the jackets that you can wear. They're like, you cannot wear the sports jacket with your normal uniform. You can only wear the sports jacket in the sports uniform. And then you're like, bruh, why? Why do we need to bring 2 different jackets for one day? Because you can't wear your normal jackets with the sports uniform. So you're like, bruh, it's gonna be cold, so I need a jacket, right? But I can't use the same jacket, so I need to bring 2 jackets. So that's just extra stuff. Yeah. Thank you for the 2 years. Thank you. Those kind of silly rules, exactly. And there was also like the your skirt cannot be an envelope, like what's it called? One of those thin, long envelope, short sides above your knees. Your skirt must be within 5 centimeters above the knees. And I was like, okay, that's fine. And then most girls at school just wore their skirts like mini skirts, anyways. And then, you know, okay, so like with tunics you can't really like tuck it up or anything, but when you get into senior years, so in Australia, high school is from year 7 to year 12. So we have 6 years in high school. Some schools split it up as well, but year 7 to year 12, it's 6 of it. And then pretty much like from year 10 to year 12, we get to wear skirts instead of tunics and everything. So when they get to like senior years, a lot of the girls would just like roll up their skirts so that they're really short, and then whenever they see like a teacher that is actually strict, because some teachers don't care, some teachers like they see it and they're like, yeah, whatever, but some teachers do care. So whenever they see like those teachers that do care, they just quickly like pull it back down so that it's long again. You know? Yeah, I couldn't be bothered with that, so I just I just had mine long enough. They do. I couldn't be bothered. I was like, yeah, whatever. It's just a school uniform. Why though? It's because they wanted to look cute, I guess. I don't know. I guess they thought like short skirt equals cute or something along those lines. Stealth mission, real. There's like some teachers that just really care about the rules and they're really, really strict about it. And then other teachers, they're like, yeah, I don't care. Yeah. And we also had this thing where so like in junior years, the winter and the summer uniforms are slightly different. But then they look pretty much the same from afar. But if you get caught wearing the wrong one in the wrong season, then you'll get in trouble too. I'm not paid enough for this. They normally think it looks cute as short and they get kind of obsessed with it not being cute enough otherwise. Maybe. Did you have casual days? No, we had like casual days like maximum 2 times in a year. And you get to like wear your own clothes to school. We also had like dress up days where we had to like cosplay practically at school. I remember cosplaying Haruhi Suzumiya and also Remu from ReZero to school at one point. Oh, I also did Kimetsu no Yaiba. I did Nezuko as well, cosplay for school. Rolling up sleeves in winter. I know. Yeah, we got important. Like what's it called? We got told off as well. Yeah, Rema and like the Rema one that I did the cosplay, it wasn't the maid one. It was the young Rem with the scroll in the mouth. Yeah, except I didn't have the scroll. I just held the scroll with me. What's it called? The Rem one was like the the young Rem when she has the how do you say it? The like kind of like yukata almost. Kimono? Kind of. It's like a short kimono. Kind of. I think let's see. Kinda, yeah. Let's see. Young Rem ReZero. I think it should pop up. Yeah, it does. If you search up Young Rem ReZero, you'll see it. Thank you for the super Otonohan. But that was the cosplay that I did. I think for school as well at one point. Dun, dun, no, no. She's cute, right? I loved Rem at one point. Hello. Dun, 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 dun. Adorable, right? マリーの浴衣は絶対可愛い。ありがとう。Thank you, thank you. 浴衣でね、夏祭り行ってみたい。I wanna go to 浴衣 for 夏祭り。If you had the chance to cosplay yourself, what Marini outfit would you wear during your school days? Probably the farming one, because it would be most comfortable. So it was a private school? Nah. It was a public school, but also it was one of those schools that you had to pass an exam to get into. It was like one of the top 20s, I think. Top 20 schools or whatever. Not made my reading. Not for school. For school, it's too long and you have to sit down all day. I would choose comfort over the style. It is Marini as a background image named Mechanical God. It was a good... What? 浴衣は髪型も可愛くできるから好き。そうだよね。そうだよね。Genius Marini, of course. Just kidding. No, but I think I am like... I'm not dumb. I got a scholarship to go to university. But I never went to university. I got a scholarship for Japanese teaching. And then I was just like, I'm not gonna take it. Yeah. Konbanwa. Sharp said that you can rent. I did see those. I have worn a kimono before. It was my friend's kimono. My friend, my Japanese friend, she was like, yeah, I'll do your hair and do your kimono and stuff like that. And she did like my hair really, really fancy. And then we went to like the park to take photos. It was really fun. My friend's mother was the one that actually helped me wear the kimono as well. How can you get one? Well, you have to get a good grade. And you kind of have to like say, yeah, I'd be kind of interested in one. I was forced to say it because my teacher was like, you need to go for it. And my mom was like, you need to go for it. And I went for it. And then I never went to uni afterwards. I mean, technically it's still on hold, so I could still go back, I think. But yeah. What color? Of course, pink! But yeah, no, I got the top of... I was top in Japanese in my school. And I pretty much got full marks for Japanese. For both extension and continuers. So, yeah. Because of that. It's because I got full marks, pretty much. And then I got the scholarship. But I was like, hey, I'm gonna become a VTuber! I mean, I could have probably still go like to uni and stuff. But I feel like going to uni for me wouldn't really result into too much. I think it's probably more worth if I just do like JLPT test and find like jobs using that instead, I think. So yeah. Yeah! That's right, guys. I'm not dumb. I'm actually pretty smart sometimes. You can go to uni even after being a VTuber. Anyways, that's true. I could. But I don't know. I'm not really cut out for studying much. Because I can only focus on the stuff that I'm really interested in. So yeah. To be honest, going to uni without a clear purpose is not too beneficial. I never thought marrying would be dumb though. Okay, so the only things like so like I think I'm smart in most aspects, but when I also do some stuff that I'm like later on when I think about it, I'm like, why did I do that? Have you guys ever had those before? Like, I did well in school, but I didn't really study. But like, what's it called? And then I would make some like certain choices that I'm like, why did I do that? So you're smart, huh? Name all books. I can't name all books, but my favorite book was The Wall and the Wing. It was a very interesting book about an orphan that was actually kidnapped. So they weren't actually orphans. They were the child of a really rich person. And then they met this guy that was like, I think the son of a criminal. And then the guy was able to fly. And then the girl was able to become invisible. And they kind of like paired up and became... What's it called? They kind of paired up and became like a little pair where they make them... What's it called? They make them invisible while flying at the same time. I think that's like one of my favorite books. But I also really liked Enid Blyton books as well back in the days. I used to read a lot of books. Oh my gosh, Enid Blyton, I think my favorite series from it is like The Naughtiest Girl at School. It's about this girl that is like just not really good as a person and is always throwing tantrums and stuff, and then the parents are like, I'm sick of this, and then sends her to a boarding school, and then she's just like, it's fine, they're gonna send me home anyways. But then she ended up really, really liking the school, and then she became like really, really well acting and stuff. My ADHD won't allow me to read books. I mean, my ADHD won't allow me to read books anymore. According to my sister, the reason why I was able to read so many books in my childhood was because I didn't have access to internet for a lot of the times. Like, we only had, I think, 50 gigabytes of internet, like of Wi-Fi a month. So we weren't allowed to use the internet most of the time, so I would read books instead. You know? So that's the only reason why I was able to read so many books. But I was like addicted to reading at one point, and I was reading like 8 to 10 books a week. You know? But now I watch TikTok for 10 hours a day. Probably not actually, but yeah. I used to read so many. There was also this one like series. I by the way, I much prefer children books over like adult books most of the time. Like, the only like book that's aimed towards more adult audience that I've read was, I think, like The Hummingbird or something like that. No, something Nightingale. Wait, book Nightingale. Something about Across the Nightingale Floor. That's what it was. Across the Nightingale Floor. And it's about like the Japan and how it, I think, like, I can't remember the details of it anymore, but I read it. I read that one, and I also read the, I think, Memoirs of a Geisha. I was able to read that. So yeah, it kind of really depends. If the book is interesting, then I'll read it. If it's not interesting, then I won't read it at all. Yeah, but it kind of comes in like waves, you know. Yeah, it comes in waves. Like, if I start reading, I won't stop reading until I'm done with the book. You know what I mean? So sometimes I'll just be reading the same series. Not if I finish, sometimes I can read like one thick book really fast, right? But if I'm really into that, like into that book, and it's a series, then I'll start reading the entire series, and I'll be stuck reading that entire series for like a week or something. And I did that with this Geronimo Stilton series. Very, very interesting. It's like you guys know that one book that's written by a mouse called Geronimo Stilton, and they have like a bunch of pictures in it as well as like the words and stuff. That one was really interesting. I'd pay a premium for monitoring audiobooks. Hey, yeah. It's kind of hard to remember something interesting though. Yeah, I can't quite remember the Across the Nightingale Floor anymore. But like a lot of the books, like I've read The Wishing Chair and The Faraway Tree, and also like the Enid Blyton Circus. The Circus series, I read those books like 5 times minimum. I've read all of those ones like 5 times minimum. I loved all of them. Like, the fact that I think the reason I really liked The Far Far Away Tree the most out of those ones was because like it allows you to go into a different world. Like they visit, like the main characters, they visit like different worlds, and they will go away to like different areas and stuff. There's a cartoon for it too. I'm gonna watch it. The Magic Faraway Tree. There's also a novel. There's a novel as well if you're interested in it. I had like the book version of it. I'd never seen the cartoon one. I will see if I can watch it, if I can even find it. It was really, really cool, you know? Audio voice packs are more like audio leaflets. The Little Prince! Is it the one where like it's in like space or something? I forgot. I think I've read it before, but I forgot the details as well. Oh, I also read A Little Princess after I watched the movie. Not the movie. Yeah, after I watched the movie and also like the J-drama that's based off of it. A Little Princess. The Planet with Doors? Yeah, okay, yeah, I have seen it. I have read it before. I really like The Little Princess as well. I think it's like the fact that like you can... Okay, so I think the difference for me now is before, because I didn't have any internet, I was forced to only be able to read, so I would be like reading multiple books in a week. But now the difference is, because I have internet and stuff, I would watch shows, and then if the show is like interesting enough, it's not a gender bent version though. What's it called? If the show is interesting enough, then I would be like, okay, I want to read more. I want to read more details about it. So then I'll pick up the book for it. Like that's what happened with the what's it called? Oh, I forgot the word. Honzuki no Gekkokujo? I think. Ascendance of a Bookworm. Ascendance of a Bookworm. I watched the anime and I was like, oh, this is interesting. So then I was like, I started looking for the manga and I read the manga and they were like, oh yeah, by the way, there's actually a light novel for it. So then I restarted from the very beginning and I read the light novel. And then I think it's whenever I get these, like, it's kind of like my hyperfixations where I get interested in a series and then I'll read and watch multiple different versions. What's it called? I would read and watch multiple different versions of that particular series so that I can see all different types of perspectives for it, and I'll be like, oh, so that's how they decided to adapt it for this type of scene. Oh, and that's how they decided to do this for that. And that's like, I think that's like something that I do every now and then, but also I sometimes just out of nowhere just suddenly drop interest in it for a while, so that does happen too. But I remember when I was reading the light novel, before I had to wait for the new ones to come out, so I'm not up to date with it right now. But when I was reading it, like up until the ones that were released at the time, I literally stayed up until 8 AM reading it because I was so into it for a while. I did that with... Me too, I did that with Itazura no Kiss as well. And I also did it with, what's it called? The... Hanayori Danshi? Boys Over Flowers. I watched all the different types of it and I was like, oh my god. Do you like virtual light novels or physical copies more? I think virtual light novels personally, just because I can't be bothered to, like, I can't be bothered to organize all my books. So having it in my iPad and stuff is just much easier to be able to read. Couldn't stop reaching. I know, that's what I was like as well. I really liked it. I really liked it. Boys Over Flowers. Hana Yori Dango. Yeah, I watched all the different types ones. It was very interesting. Dun, dun, dun. I kind of feel you, like when I read The Wizard of Oz, but mine, I read one book and watched the different versions of the movies. I know what you mean. Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, by the way, I decided to watch the movies after I read the books. Same with the Big Friendly Giant, I think. BFG, the BFG. There is a movie version and I only found out about it like later on. But I used to really like those books as well. Like I think James and the Giant Peach and stuff was really interesting too. And there was this one book from the same writer that the main character had like a bunch of rats, like no, mice, and they were like doing all these different tricks and stuff, and it was pretty kind of interesting. So I guess that's like what's it called? Overall, what it's like. Overall, my experience in reading. I can only read when I have the sudden motivation to read, like And it has to be when I am suddenly super hyper fixated on a certain series or a certain writer. And that's the only way I'll be able to read now. It happens. And you know what? You know what? TikTok's really good at making me want to read or watch certain shows, because I would see like a clip of a show and I'll be like, okay, well now I need to watch it. Do you guys get that feeling? Yeah? Like I see a tiny clip of it, or they're talking about a tiny bit of it, and I'm like, okay, well now I gotta watch the whole thing like 10 times over. And it's always like really random as well. Wanna read Haunting? Oh my gosh, dude, YouTube made me want to read Coraline so badly. And I couldn't find the book for it for a while, so and then the what's it called? The urge to want to read it disappeared. But apparently there's like slight differences in the fact that the book is like slightly more creepy than the movie, even though the movie is already like pretty creepy as well. It's the fact that the movie was kind of made towards children, so like they had to like make sure it's not too scary at the same time, while also keeping most of like the original parts. But then the Coraline in the movie, it wasn't like, you know how in the movie like the tunnel to go into the other world was really, really mystical and everything? In the book, it wasn't like that. In the book, it was like it was kind of like uncomfortable from the beginning. You know what I mean? So I guess they did change it a little bit more to make it more whimsical, but I think it was a good changes. I did like the movie as well, so yeah, it was very interesting. I follow too many travel and cat stuff to see reading and watching recommendations. I think it's very rare that it comes up, because most of my feed on TikTok is actually just idols dancing. You know, most of my TikTok feed is just idols dancing, and I like that fact because I can use that as like my own TikTok dance challenge stuff. Right now I'm not doing any because I'm waiting for a replacement base station for my VR chat stuff. Every novel is out of pocket, and good thing they changed it. It is. Honestly, I have the book for... I've done a reading stream before as well, but I have the book for the Grimm Brother fairy tales, and it's just the entire book of all the Grimm Brothers tales. And it has like some of the original stories of like some fairy tales that is very, very popular, like Cinderella, and the fact how like the step siblings had to actually like cut off pieces of their feet in order to fit into the shoes, or the eyes get picked out by the birds at the wedding and stuff. Yeah, there's a bunch that it was really interesting. The Grimm brothers. So yeah, I did do one, what's it called? I did do one reading stream about it, and it was quite interesting. Dun, dun, dun. But yeah, I think I haven't read every single one in it either, but I saw it randomly and it was an impulse purchase. I'd be considered doing another reading stream in the future. Perhaps. I think the thing is, I don't know how much of the book I should read and how long I should go for sometimes when it happens. But the reason why I was allowed to do the stream was because it's like, apparently the tales are already in public domain. So, yeah. I will consider another reading stream for it. This time I won't try to make it ASMR and just do a reading though. Alright chat, I think we chatted for quite a while today. I am probably gonna actually end off the stream around here for the day. I did have a lot of fun chatting. I will do... what's it called? I will do a stream over on Twitch a little bit later, maybe in an hour or two. Maybe in an hour or two. I'm just gonna get some rest and hopefully get a little bit of food first before we do the stream there. But it's gonna be Playtop on Twitch, so please come by to it, okay? Thank you, everybody. Thank you, everybody. I hope you guys had fun today. I will see you guys later, and probably on Friday as well. Yeah!